Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. We're live out here in Surprise for the Sun City Grand Pickleball Tournament. Vince, we got some special guests on with us now.
We do. We have a college football coach with us, as well as local recruiting guru, Coach Lou Perrone. Coach Perrone, how are you doing, sir?
Good, everybody. How's it going? Wonderful day out here for pickleball. I see you guys. What a crowd you guys drew today.
We did. Yeah, it's all us.
Yeah.
Who do you have with us here, Coach? We got some champions here.
We do. We've brought a few members of the Liberty football team. The Liberty Lions won the state championship this year. I'm sure James is quite aware of that.
I am well aware of that. Yes, sir.
James is the broadcaster
Heartbreak
for Red Mountain.
Hotel, but I tell you what,
he
these
was
guys
crying.
played their tails off, and it was a heck of a football game, Coach.
It was. So we definitely we're very excited to have them out here. Frank Thompson, he's one of the offensive linemen. That Frank was recently an ASU commit who's recently reopened his recruiting. So he's got a ton of D1 activity on him.
Whoa. Hold the phone. What happened, Frank?
U of A's looking more and more attractive.
What's
Let me
up?
tell you what, buddy.
What's up?
Well, the offer at ASU turned into a walk-on deal, so I went ahead and reopened my recruiting.
Yeah.
All right.
Coach, how big is this guy?
Frank is 6'4", about 290. He's also a state wrestling champ. There's a lot of activity on him right now. We had some activity several months ago, but we're just reopening it and getting things going. So
yeah.
And great feet, Coach.
He's back out there. He's a Ron Sowers product, and he has been there for years and at TBA. So, everybody else here, Jase is one of the best linebackers right now in the state of Arizona. He has a Western Colorado scholarship offer. They're very interested in him, but there's some other stuff going in NAU possibility. Jack Stam is only a sophomore. He had over 100 tackles this year as a sophomore. Wow. And I know James knows who he is.
My
James
goodness.
actually made a comment about me and goes, "Who is this young kid running all over the field?" And I said, "Well, I'll introduce you one day."
Yes.
So.
Oh man.
That's Brock Mast. He is he is going to be the starting quarterback next year at Liberty. He split some time this year at quarterback, but he was responsible for a lot of the offensive production this year, along with the young man on the corner. I don't know if you recognize him, but that's their freshman running back, Mr. Cooper. So
Mr. Cooper,
who was not.
You better respect the freshman that has close to 1,000 yards rushing. So we call him Mr. Cooper back over here.
Exactly.
Mr. Cooper, you ever play pickleball?
He's
No.
he's an athlete. I guarantee he steps on the pickleball court. He'll teach them a thing or two.
So, Coach, I want to actually ask a couple of questions here to Willamette University out of Salem, Oregon, defensive coordinator Buster Davis. Coach Davis, so you're out here recruiting, obviously.
Correct.
Okay, and you're getting the jump on some guys. You find some guys. You got some leads on some good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. We've been out to about 16, 17 schools out here, and seeing many kids out here who have an opportunity will have an opportunity to go play college football. And for us, this is the big state we want to recruit. So.
Yeah.
You've probably been recruiting Arizona for a while. What are your thoughts on Arizona football and how it's, especially Arizona high school football, and how it's progressed maybe in the last 5-10 years?
I like it. I think it's under recruited. I think for us, we saw that it's an opportunity for us to come make a big impact here. And since I got out here in February, I actually did spring evaluations. I've been very very pleased with what I've seen out here in high school football. Absolutely.
What? How many kids would you say? Like, what percentage of your team are Arizona kids now? Because Salem, Oregon, is not down the street.
Well, I tell you what, we have about 4 kids from the state of Arizona. But for us, I think this is one of the states for us again for that we can come here and make an impact, and that's what I've been out here, twice in the last 6 months. So again, I think high school football is great out here, and the athletes out here are a lot better than they've been in past years, like you said earlier.
How was you guys' season this season, Coach?
We did okay. We went 2-8, and it's one of those things. A transformational year here, kind of transforming. And we had a brand new coach, Coach Isaac Parker, who came from Lewis and Clark, and that's his alma mater. So it was great to kind of be a part of his staff this year, the first year staff, and I thought we did a really good job for what we had and the kind of situation. I got there in February of last year.
Oh wow!
So it was really kind of late in the recruiting process, and But again, I think our kids this year did a great job and did the best job they could possibly do for our situation.
I want to ask Jack Stamp. So, Jack, you in the state champ, what was it like playing at ASU in that stadium?
It was crazy. All I could do is look around, all I could do is look around and just look at all those fans cheering for us, and I just try to do my best and just take it all in, because I don't know if I'm gonna ever get a chance at this. Hopefully, I do. I have 2 more years to get at it, but just looking all around it, all I could do is it's just a dream come true. It was amazing.
This guy right here can play some offense. Let me tell
Really?
you what, he flies around the football field, and you're going to hear his name a long time to come. For those of you who don't know, it was 28-14 with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Red Mountain battled back in the football game, but Liberty held off the charge in overtime. They punched it in the end zone right away, pretty much uncontested, and then their defense held on 4 straight, and boom, state champions.
Wow.
So congratulations, guys,
Wow.
and it was a heck of a ball game.
How are your grades?
Good. I have a 3.75 right now.
Nice. Okay.
A sophomore, Vince.
And is it Jase or Jason? Jase. So tell us a little bit about you. So what position do you play again?
I play running back, linebacker.
Okay, and obviously being a state champion, what kind of season did you have personally?
I did all right. I switched halfway through the season back to linebacker, which is fine because we got my man Z over there. So
yeah,
that's okay with me. I wasn't
Mr.
worried.
Cooper on the end over there,
Yes,
huh?
sir.
Yeah.
But I did all right.
You guys all get along pretty well as a team. No animosity,
Yeah, this is probably the most fun I've ever had playing.
Nice. What's it like playing for who's it? Coach Smith? Is that
Coach Mark Smith?
What's it like playing for that guy?
Oh, that's my guy.
Is that your guy?
Yeah. When I first moved here, I didn't know how to feel. And
okay.
He lives like 4 houses down from me. So.
Wow.
Oh, that's way cool.
That's good, and that's also not so good because he's sitting out there with the. With the night scope watching to make sure you're getting home early and stuff. So.
That's right. How did you guys celebrate last Friday night after that football game? I want to hear it. What was the go-to?
Usually we go to In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
This past weekend we went to a teammate's house.
Okay.
We all just hung out.
Very cool.
They have like an infinity pool, so we all just hung out. It's
I love that.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
That's how they roll out here, Coach.
Must be nice.
Yeah. So Brock, quarterback. So are you the guy next year?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's confident. That's good. So are you a throwing guy? Are you a running guy? What's your specialty?
I can mix it up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a lot of RPO stuff, so
yeah,
I can get out of the pocket a little bit.
You guys, Coach Smith running his own read with you. I mean, what was that? What's like your go-to play besides give it to Mr. Cooper next to you?
Yeah, we got a lot of play action, a lot of RPO kind of stuff.
Okay.
So yeah,
good.
Not a lot of drop back, just like mix it up a lot of motion, a lot of movement.
What's it like coming in? The expectation next year. Now I know you guys just won last week, but now all of a sudden you're going to have a target on your back, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You got a lot of guys coming back that you're surrounded with?
Yeah, offensive side, we got a lot of skill players coming back.
Okay.
So, but the O-line and stuff, going to be young there, so we have to step up a little bit.
And this team, Vince, has only been in 6A for just the past couple of years. Am I right?
Yeah, 2. Yeah.
2 years.
Wow.
And they already took the bag.
Wow. Interesting. So, Mr. Cooper, let's hear from you. So you're the freshman.
Yes, sir.
You got a lot of a lot of expectations going into next year. What's that boot on your foot there? What's going on?
In the semifinal games, I kind of retweaked it from my previous injury, but I should be fine.
You should be fine. Did you play in the state championship?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. So, but going into next year, I mean, you're just going to be a sophomore, so you got the chance to even double your production next year. I mean, how are you feeling about the guys blocking in front of you, and tell us about those guys.
I mean, our line's always been good.
Yeah.
Like Frank, running behind Frank's has been a good feeling.
Yeah.
Not having to worry about anything.
Yeah. Nice. Well, good luck. Congratulations. Frank Thompson, so I want to ask you one or two more questions. So ASU had an opportunity to invite you on their team. You're a big guy, and offensive linemen aren't, they're definitely not a dime a dozen, so your options are going to be many. Have you heard from some other schools?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and do you have a in terms of a league, do you have a preference where you want to play? You want to stay closer to home? Do you care? Do you have family in other states? I mean, what's that? What do you think?
I want to stay down in like the Southwest region.
Okay.
But I'd be willing to go like all the way up to Texas. Got family out there.
Yeah.
Culture's out there great. It's a nice place.
Wow.
Tons of great schools in Texas.
Yes, sir.
All of you guys, if you want to play football,
Yeah.
if you got the grades, there is a place for you to play football. Would you agree, Coach?
Absolutely. I mean, we're Division III, so all of our scholarships are based off academics. So, again, if you want to play football and you love the game of sport, love the sport, so obviously you can do anything you want to and play anywhere you want to play.
Coach, we got a combine tomorrow. You want to talk real quick about that?
We do. Out at there at Campo Verde High School, the LaHoof International Combine, we're going to have several coaches that are going to be live. I have a couple comes coming in this weekend.
College coaches coming in to look at
that
kids.
Are here. You're going to have coaches like Coach Davis and a bunch of guys streaming it live.
Yeah.
So it's, we're probably going to be somewhere around 100, 125 kids, NFL-style combine. It's a great opportunity.
And there's still room.
Oh yeah, there are. There's definitely some. We're taking some late signups. Walk-up registrations are going to be accepted.
Yeah.
So it's going to be exciting. A couple of these guys, you'll see a couple of these guys out there, and it's just like we always said. It's about creating more exposure for these young men, getting college coaches more involved. We were talking about Frank real quick. Stephen F. Austin had contacted us in Texas. They're very interested in him. I've got several schools in Alabama.
That's your old school, James.
My freshman year, yes, sir.
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
There you go. So for about $100, you get a lot of stuff. You get tests that you could take with you.
They're going to do a
you get
combine
some gear.
test. Yep.
You're evaluated. You're getting some looks.
It's
from
a
some
no-brainer.
coaches.
As far as I'm concerned, the combine's a no-brainer.
Sunday afternoon, we're going to be out there tomorrow morning from 8 to 9.
We're going to have some special guests out
there.
We've got
listen
some
in.
more coaches coming out, and definitely come out there. I know Ottawa's going to be there. Arizona Christian's going to be there, so we're excited about it.
Great stuff. The LaHoof International Bowl Combine. Join us tomorrow morning. We'll be there live 8 to 9 a.m. Thanks to our special guest this morning, Bob Barzak.
Yep.
Great pickleball tournament coming
Dave
on here
Weinbach,
today.
Troy Kahn. Who else did we have with us?
So many guests,
Jeff,
man.
Jeff
Such a great
Ford.
time.
Come back. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 to 9 a.m. 1060.
KTUS AM 1060 Tempe Phoenix and KSLX HD2 Scottsdale Phoenix is home for the Dan Patrick Show.